Yeah, we're in our second year here for the conference, and we're doing some things, I think, strategically, maybe more so than we did back in the Atlantic 10. This outdoor season, we've definitely redshirted some people, kind of with some strategy in mind. The recruiting class is going to be strong next fall, one of the best in years and the largest, and so, getting some new people in this year, maybe kind of holding some people out this year that we verify they're going to be academically, here for that period of time, and redshirt them strategically and try to bring them back maybe next year for a run at some higher finishes. Now, it doesn't mean we just give up or anything, but we've had some really good performances. We had some good things happen this last weekend at Georgia that'll push us up in some of the rankings. So we'll have some good performances on either side. That's the beauty of the sport, is we'll have some individual things to focus on that will really be accomplishments, and then we'll do our best to put together some points and try to hold our spot. Maybe get up a spot from previous finishes as we continue to kind of find some traction here in the conference. Sure. Generally speaking, we're always going to be kind of tapering or peaking. People call it different things, but as you lead into a championship like this, you start to back off on some of the volume of the work that you're doing, and increase the intensity of the work that you're doing to kind of mimic that meet environment, that championship environment. So, and that's true of all event areas. There's different ways that people go about it, but that's pretty much the trend, is how you prepare. And there's some things that you prepare technically, more kind of the strategy side of things. For me, in the jumping events that I coach, we do a lot of things focusing on technical elements of execution as we get the physical side of it tuned up. For different event areas, they have more or less of a component of that technical execution, but then maybe they're talking about racing strategies and things like that. So, it all comes together with different preparations for different event areas. Yeah, they're doing well. Toby Joe, a new school record at Georgia this weekend. Anthony Barnum's coming off some injuries and is looking really good last week at the Duke Twilight meet that we went to. Anthony Campbell is one this weekend that hit a big personal best in the triple jump and moved up to 13th in the region and second in the conference. So yeah, the upperclassmen are coming together. I think they're great, kind of role models. I think some of the underclassmen will see them respond to the tapering and the peaking I was talking about, and kind of build their confidence in knowing that, okay, we just trust it and it's going to be there for us, and we can have some personal bests just like some of these older athletes that they look up to. Well, hopefully, as always, you never want to slide backwards. So even though we're kind of strategically doing some different things with the roster and the travel squad, obviously we hope that we're going to maintain our position. Again, track and field is kind of unique in the sense that you add up the points at the end, but you also have a lot of individual things to focus on. And so I think coming out of the meet, if we see some personal bests out of individuals, that is what I think we'll probably focus on as a measure of success this time around. On top of that, of course, we have the NCAA East Preliminary Championship coming up in Florida in a couple of weeks. And so, this is the last opportunity for our student athletes to move up those ranking lists. And if they remain in the top 48 ranked in the Eastern region here, then they'll move on to that next point. So that will be a big measure of success for us as well.